6-year-old Mariam has a bullet lodged in her spine. Hit as she and her family ran into their home to hide when a gun battle broke out. Why should the world be concerned about what's happening here?
Afghanistan matters. Afghanistan matters for the world.
This is a position of the Afghan government forces, and then just across the bridge, on the other side there, is territory controlled by the Taliban.
This is one of the worst crises we have seen, and it has a potential to get even worse than it is right now.
The Taliban have captured the key northern Afghan city of Kunduz, one of the country's largest, after fierce fighting with government forces. Thousands of civilians have been displaced during the fighting this year. Families, including babies and young children, have been sheltering in a school in the northeastern city of Sar-e-Pul.
On the other side there is territory controlled by the Taliban. Afghans are running from bullets and bombs. They're caught between government forces and hardline Islamist Taliban insurgents as US and NATO forces leave. Tens of thousands of people are fleeing a surge in violence. They're scared, hungry and homeless in 45-degree heat. I'm in a camp for people displaced because of the fighting in Afghanistan. This is the city of Kunduz in a province by the same name. The whole province is now controlled by the Taliban except the capital, and there's been intense fighting around the edges of this city and just on the in the districts beyond it as well. People rush to us to tell us their stories. It's nearly impossible to count how many they've lost. Naz Bibi said 6 of her family were killed a few weeks ago, including her husband and 4 sons. War is devastating people across the country as the Taliban gain more territory every day. Nasima's husband, 2 daughters and a son were killed when a mortar hit their home. Niamatullah is malnourished, she said. Her other son, Juma Khan, barely spoke. He has shrapnel injuries and struggled to walk. They're among hundreds who've had to run for their lives more than once. Binafsha Bibi fled from her rural district to the White Bridge area of Kunduz city. Then, that got bombed too. All of her 3 sons were killed. We went to White Bridge, where Binafsha fled from. We saw signs of battle and found evidence that a part of the city is no longer under the control of these soldiers. This is a position of the Afghan government forces, and then just across the bridge, on the other side there, is territory controlled by the Taliban. We're in the city of Kunduz, but in recent weeks, this has become a front line. The spaces that people can run to for safety are shrinking every day here. Just minutes before we arrived here, a bomb blew up a fuel tanker. No one was hurt in this attack, but there was no way for us to tell what's happening just a mile from here. We heard sounds of mortars and gunfire for hours every day.
It's hard for anyone to count just how many are dying or being injured in the violence. Many aren't able to get to medical care. Still, in hospitals like this one, the main provincial hospital in the city of Kunduz, I'm told that 90% of the cases they're seeing are those who've been injured in the fighting.
All critical care beds in this hospital are full. Abdul Rahman was caught up in an explosion when he went to get fodder for his family's goats. 14 years old, he's lost a hand and has serious injuries to his abdomen and leg.
This patient condition is very poor.
6-year-old Mariam has a bullet lodged in her spine. Hit as she and her family ran into their home to hide when a gun battle broke out.
So the bullet is still lodged inside the spine?
Yeah.
She'll survive, Dr. Khair Mohammed told me, but she won't be able to walk.
Have not sensation.
په شکل باندې چې د ناروغان درازي داسې ناروغان راځي چې زموږ د شفاخانې ټول پرسونل ته راځي هم رسیدګي ورته نشي کولی کوم مجاز سنټرونه چې
Even the hospital was hit by mortars a few days ago, he said.
زخمیان ته هر لحظه چې موږ د کور راوځو د دې ځای پورې راځو د شفاخانې پورې موږ داسې فکر نه کوو چې موږ به بیا د ژوندي شفاخانې پورې رسېږو هر لحظه موږ د مرګ په تمه یو.
And then, of course, aid is not enough.
More than half of Afghanistan's people need immediate aid to just survive, according to the UN.
Afghanistan needs everything. It needs more than it ever needed it before, and it needs it now. I have served 27 years with the United Nations. This is one of the worst crises we have seen, and it has a potential to get even worse than it is right now.
Why should the world be concerned about what's happening here?
Afghanistan matters. Afghanistan matters for the world. It matters for the world's security. It matters for the world well-being. Don't forget it now. Don't think it is not your problem.
Many here feel abandoned by their government and departing foreign troops.
بی‌مسئولانه خب بدون تفاهم‌نامه که اینا امضا قرارداد کرده بودن یک دفعه افغانستان را ترک کردن. حالا می‌بینید که در حالت جنگ است افغانستان، در حالت بدبختی، مردم بیچاره از فقر است، طفل است یا سر است، کلگی بیجای شدن، کسی به داد اینا نمیرسه.
Outside the camp, a new family arrived, but there was no space for them. Even the fragile safety of a makeshift tent is hard to find.
Thanks for watching World Explorer. Please hit on like to this video and subscribe to our channel for further useful and similar videos quickly into your YouTube notifications. Thank you.